Santa Claus is back in town. Well, hello, we're live. I haven't done this in a while. I'm a little nervous, I gotta be honest, but gotta see what the people want. I don't have anything prepared. I got a few things prepared. I'm always prepared if I go live. But there's Lance. Hello, Lance. There you are. Let's see what you got to say there so I can talk about making my day, he says. Well, I don't know. What do you think, Lance? I've changed my hair a little bit. Get a little background. We do a little background change, see what happens. Okay, let me make sure I got this correct before I start this here. When you start me up. Why is the comments not showing up? Comment down. Okay, there it is. We'll start this guy one more time. All right. So welcome in, everybody. Lance is here. Hi, and welcome to another edition of Brad is Live. We'll talk Howard Stern. Mets versus Dodgers later tonight. We've got Indians Yankees on. I turned my set around so I could take a look at the game. It's 2-1 right now. Home run by somebody I've never heard of for the Did I call them the Indians? I keep calling them the Indians. It's the Guardians. So that's good. We're excited about all that. Again, I have nothing really exciting to talk about. I can tell you what I've been doing. I can tell you who I've been talking to. I had an email with a special friend from the Sterniverse. He works there. I know. Stay tuned for that. My Artie Lange update. I don't have any, but I was curious, and we'll talk about all of this coming up. But hi, Lance. I like to look at the comments and say hello. I do have a few things prepared, kind of, for today. But again, and I'm wearing my Pete Rose Montreal jersey. I don't think I've been on since Pete Rose passed. Pete Rose died while I was gone, or while I was not doing this endeavor. It made me sad. But I was in the documentary that was on HBO. I thought that was great. So happy you're back. I meant what I said months ago, says Lance. I have that note, Lance. I'm going to read it now. I was very emotional when I saw it. No. No, Lance is a good I don't know what you'd call yourself, Lance, a fan, a friend. What do we call? I don't know. But there are people who seem to enjoy what I do here, and I have other people who said, just go on and just be yourself. You don't have to talk about Howard all the time. Just go talk about your day. Talk about Pete Rose. Talk about baseball. Talk about whatever's on your mind, and that's what we're going to do today, and we'll see if anybody wants to watch with us. I wanted to see, thank you. Thank you, Lance. And by the way, if you've never been here before, what we do is I go to the comments most of the time. I'll start and I'll talk about stuff. And then I'll let you guys sort of kind of tell me what you want to talk about. We do super chats. We do super thanks, of course. I have memberships. Sparky's alive and well. Thank you again, Lance. Sparky, my former co-host, but all-time friend. He's doing well. Check up tomorrow. Full of fur, full of vigor, that dog. Sparky is a 15-pound Yorkie. Morkie. He's a Mork. He's Yorkshire Terrier, and I don't know what the hell he is. I know he's a wonderful dog, and I love him. I do. I love that dog. So, here to tell you a little bit. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. Again, I like I said, I have some articles, but I did not go into the vault to see what happened on this date. I do know, let's see, 1989. Now, my math is going to be bad here, but would that be 35 years ago? The big San Francisco earthquake happened. I was watching that game. I was watching it with my father. I think I broke my foot that night. Let's go back into some Brad history. Maybe the night before. Anyway, I know I broke my foot. I was practicing karate on my dad. Because that's what you do when you're. How old was I? 10? However old I was trying to karate kick my father, and oh boy, did I not get him! But I turned my foot over and broke my foot. No, it wasn't my ankle. I had a full cast. Yeah, I see that. 4 watching. We're early on, Lance. You know how people sort of buzz in here. Again, 2-1 is the score of the Indians. Guardians Yankees game. Who we got? Who we care about? You know what I don't like? I don't like the Dodgers. I really don't like the Dodgers. I don't want them to win. I don't like the style that they use. I don't like bullpen. They don't have a freaking starting pitcher. They got one guy who they pay $500 million, Yamamoto, and then they trade for Flaherty, who I really don't like much. I got to be honest. Former Cardinal. I watched him a lot. I don't like him. And they have nobody else? What the fuck? F the Dodgers, F the Yankees, says Lance. So not a fan of the New York teams there. I'm okay with the Yankees. I have no problem with the Yankees. The Yankees remind me of the Cardinals when the Cardinals were good. A long time ago, way back in the day. Let me tell you something about them Cardinals. Now, back in the day, they used to win ball games. Did you guys watch the Cardinals? You watch their press conference? I don't know if I have any St. Louis folks in here. I did cuss. Sometimes I'll curse here. Sometimes I'll curse. I always get, hi, Michael. You missed the Red Sox Yankees. Yeah, what happened to the Red Sox? Red Sox have money. How do they fuck it up? And now the Cardinals bring that guy in to try to lead this bullshit. It's not Michelle, it's Michael. Lance, let's get it right. If we got new guests in here, we want to make sure they're here and happy. But the Yankees used to, the Yankees always were like sort of the Cardinals. Like they were always just sort of winning, and there's none of this bullshit. You know what? I wanted the Padres to win. Let's talk about this a little bit. I did want the Padres to beat the Dodgers. I don't like the Dodgers, and I really like Michael Schilt. Michael Daniel Demel. Oops, Michael. Hi. So I like Mike Schilt, and I wanted him to prove the Cardinals wrong for firing him after winning 90 wins. Anyway, but I don't know if the Tatis and Machado win something, and then maybe show off your dick a little bit. I don't understand what's going on. I just don't understand why they're anyway. That's what's going on there. So we're like I said, I may have to change the title here, Lance. I just said I'd pop in because Lance has asked for me to be here. We're watching the Yankees and the Guardians. I have to take these off to the score. 2-1, top of the fourth, 2 away. Michael Boyd's still on the mound. Anybody play fantasy baseball? I had this Boyd guy one night, and he walked 18 sons of bitches. I was so pissed. And then he's doing okay tonight, though. So we got the Yankees, Guardians. We got the Mets, Dodgers tonight. Who's even pitching in that? Who pitching? Let's go to the map. Yamamoto and Quintana. Now, Quintana's a former Cardinal. He was really good. Dodgers usually don't hit left-handers, so this should be a fun matchup for the fans of the National League. But let's see. The Guardians lead 2-1. They have 3 hits. The Yankees have 2. Once again, thank you for joining. I set this up today just to see who would come. I was doing live stuff a long time. April, May, June, July. And then I took a little break. Got a little busy with work and life. Life hit. I had a little bit of life hit. And I appreciate it. So I have Lance who's here, who's doing a wonderful job keeping the chat going. I can't really remember that Ross's Dogs was one of the regulars. We have some regulars that usually join. So we would do this and we would just talk about the Stern Show, because that's what this channel usually is. I'm trying to break away from that a little bit. But we talk baseball. We talk life. We would talk life. That's what I like to talk about, is life. You know who I was watching a couple days ago? I got down a Craig Kilborn hole. What a funny guy. And he didn't really hang around long. I heard him do an interview, and he said, you know what, I just didn't feel like doing that show anymore. I always thought that was interesting, that he would just kind of quit the things that he left SportsCenter. He was great at that. Then he did the Daily Show, and he left that. That's who I was watching, was Craig Kilborn. What did I want to talk to you guys about today? You know what I watched recently? I watched the whole Sopranos. I went back and I that's why I wasn't doing this, Lance. I was binging 6.5 seasons of The Sopranos, once again, from start to finish. And it's still good. A lot of dead time in there, I thought. And then I remember when I watched it going, who are these people? And that's what kind of, I remember as I watched it again, like, do we need to bring in the whole crew from New York or whatever? Love Phil Leotardo, though. God, what a great villain. But Sopranos, anybody watching? Anybody rewatching? Anybody watching the Menendez brothers? What? Are they like up for parole or some shit. I mean, they're everywhere. There's a documentary. Well, there's like 3 documentaries. There's this show on Netflix. I guess I have to watch that. People keep saying it's pretty good. What do you think? 1-800-992. I don't have a phone number to call. We're 10 minutes in and we're trying, Lance, but this is for you. I want to see if people are interested in talking about whatever we're talking about. I will say I did, let's see, what do you got? Oh, watch Mr. In Between. Well, okay. All right. The bartender with the tatis and the bada bing is wicked funny stand-up comedian. Hello, Sixth Stream. Who's winning the World Series? Well, I'm gonna go Yankees. I mean, bullpen, they've shored that up. They got the offense. They've got starting pitching. I'm gonna go Yankees. I don't know if I would have gone that early on, but I mean, with 4 teams left, I don't even know if I would have. I don't know if I would have done that at the start of the playoffs. I mean, in my heart, I really hate the Dodgers. Have I said this yet? But I'll go on and talk. Should I say that on this? I don't even know if I should say that on this, but I don't like them. And they only won 1 time since 1988, and it was a COVID year. Does anyone really count that? Does it really, really count? If you win in a year when teams played 25 games and you didn't have to play in front of fans and you get to play. Anyway, so I got the Yankees beating the Dodgers, and I love the Mets. And there's really only a reason I love the Mets. I love Gary, Keith, and Ron. I love their announcers. I wish the announcing teams, they should be somewhere on some sort of side. There's got to be an easy way to just get them to be your alternate audio. I have MLB package. I'll flip down. I was trying to watch with Bob Uecker. Was doing the Brewers games during the playoffs. I'd much rather hear him do the games. La Nina has been forecasted. Is anybody enjoying the? Hi, John T. I'm sorry if I missed it, but have you done a Stuttering John interview? Hi, John T. I have. You know what? I probably need to go post that. It's so buried in the archives. For you, John, I'm gonna post that this weekend. I'm gonna go back into the archives. It was done in 2018. He wasn't quite the mess that he is now. But I did do an interview with Stuttering John. He came through St. Louis. I actually hung out with Stuttering John for a couple hours too, and I found it to be sad. He was playing some very small comedy club. My wife's from the Illinois side, and her friends live over there still. Like, hey, we're gonna go over to see Dustin Diamond. So Screech was at this place called Hey Guys. I don't even think it's there anymore. Kevin Farley, Chris Farley's brother, was there. He played there, but then Stuttering John did his thing there, and I had interviewed him. I believe to promote it, and then later in the night, he's like, "My hotel's right over there. If you guys want to come over, I'll be at the bar." So yeah, we went to the bar. I don't think he paid for anything. And it was just kind of sad, seemingly. I mean, I know that's the life of a stand-up comedian, I guess. I found it sad. Then I found it sad that I was hanging out with him. I found it more sad that I was hanging out with him. But yeah, I'll post that for you, John. Thanks for coming by. So again, I normally we get way more viewers, and I appreciate people coming in. We're gonna keep trying. I haven't eaten dinner yet. And normally when I get hungry, I get angry. I was talking about La Nina though. Can I talk about La Nina? Is anybody excited about the weather? I love the weather. I love hurricanes. What's gonna happen to Florida? Can we talk? Can we talk? Remember Jordan Rivers? You do that? Can we talk? I feel like I have a little bit of sour shoes in me sometimes when I start doing my impressions. Florida, it is past dinner. I know. I went later today because I want to try it. I had work. Work. I saw this thing. I am a mess. Rihanna's this guy who wrote Rihanna's SOS, the song SOS by Rihanna. The second verse, I'm gonna look it up, but it's all titles of 80s songs. Let me see here. Let me just look it up. Hold on. No. Everybody hang on. No. Take on me, I could just die in your arms tonight. I'm out with you. You got me head over heels. Boy, you keep me hanging on the way you make me feel. How about that, huh? That's the Rihanna song, and that's the lyrics, and it's all 80s songs. Hey, That's something I can get into. What were we talking about before that? Dinner, booze, yes. You'd love to hear more about what, John? Tell me. Tell me what you want to hear more about. That's what I'm here for. I take questions and we talk and um so yeah, I was just talking about work. That's why I started late. This is ADD theater. 7 now where you are. 7. It's only 6. It can only be 6:30 on the East Coast, right? Now that's what was great back when we were going strong, Lance. Remember we had people from like Amsterdam. We'd have like 800 people in this. What do we got going on? We got a double to left. Oh, and we got a safe runner. Austin Hedges is safe at second base, and the Indians, the Guardians. I can't call them. I know 7. 7, Lance. Call your 10. Call your friends. Wake them up. I have things to talk about. We were talking about the bar with Stuttering John. So the Stuttering John, yeah. So it was nothing real exciting. We had a bucket of beers with him, and I tried to talk about the Stuttering John. He just wasn't. He was so drunk. It was quite odd. How Blue Iris? What's the impression I do with my wife all the time? Yeah. Oh. I can't do it. I can always do it with her. Oh yeah. I watched. I wonder if I can I play a clip from the Stern Show here? Can I do that? Can I play a clip from the Stern Show here? I'm gonna do it. And if I get in trouble, I get in trouble. But I watched this clip maybe 1,000 times, and it just makes me laugh every time I see it. So just bear with me. I missed the Jackie. Look at that. There I am on YouTube. That's me. What is going on? Technology is always interesting to me. Do it, you say. Okay, so I'm gonna find this clip. It won't be. It's not cued, so that's no good. But it's just why Jackie was so great on the show. Now I don't know where it is. Let's see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. You're saying you think I can play audio on the show, so I'm gonna do it. Okay, here we go. This is why Jackie was the best. Okay.
I'm not saying conservative, but I love men.
China.
You open to anal sex? With Triple H?
Could be.
Really?
And then Fred. One more time.
Well, I wasn't saying conservative, but I love men.
Oh, yeah? You're open to anal sex? With Triple H?
Could be.
Really? Really?
Okay. So I love that clip. She does the song. I have that too. Hold on. Holiday. I mean, I don't know if I can play clips, but you know what? Who's watching? Jason, are you watching? By the way, so I talked with Richard Christie by email. I had a conversation with Richard Christie. I was going to save it as we get further into the program here, as people continue to get in here. But we talked about the Royals a little bit.
Everybody be calm.
And it was funny about this China thing was she said this was her brother, and it actually isn't her brother. Hold on. Where is it?
If I had a hammer.
For the holiday, know that you'd rather be with me.
Let's get to the best part.
Wherever you are, I know that you'd rather be with me, but I just can't be with you wherever you are, because I'm gonna be on TV.
Do I know this song too well? Oh my goodness, thank you. Here we go. Thank you.
Holiday.
Thank you so much. Hold on.
Up in the sky anyway. Up in
Here we
the
go.
sky.
Thank you, Dill Dog.
I'll think about you on the Christmas holiday, but you should be with your family anyway. So sorry if I sound so angry, but
Poor China. She was not doing well at this point in her life. I don't know if I'm supposed to. You know what? I'm gonna play it. Thank you, John T. You've been a fan of the channel for years. Love your content. One day I will make it to STL, go to masses, and get the Big Al. Thank you so much, John. Are you from St. Louis? Is this a friend of mine? I gotta ask. But thank you, Dill Dog. Shout out to your buddy Nick. I'm not reading that. I almost read it. I'm so stupid. I almost read that. So yeah, let's talk about Richard Christie. I did talk to Richard Christie. Fart noises. Oh my goodness. Thank you again for these wonderful what do we got here? What do we call these? You did. Good job, Dill Dog. China. I'm sorry. Your family anyway. Oh God. Yeah, so Richard Christie. Let's take a look at the game real quick. 2-1, top of the fifth now, 2 outs as the Yankees have grounded into a grounder. You're from New York, all right. Richard is a big Royals fan, as we all know. I'm from Richard. Hi, Richard. This is your dad, and he's from Kansas, and he's a fan of the Royals. And my buddy Joel Goldberg is a reporter and the host of all their shows over there. And I saw that Richard Christie retweeted a Joel Goldberg anyway. So I talked to Joel, and I'm like, Joel, do you know Richard Christie? He's like, oh God, yeah. Talk to him all the time. And my wife was a huge fan of his. So he showed me this email that he got from Richard. And I said, well, I'm going to email him. So I emailed Richard Christie, and he responded. And I did sort of ask him to be on this show, but I didn't tell him that I'm actually who I am. I don't know if he knows what I do. So anyway, not much was said there. But if I could do my Richard voice, let me see here. What did I say? I said, hey, Richard, this is not your dad. And I said, I was talking to Joel, big fan of sports and KC, blah, blah, blah. Just want to say hello, blah, blah, blah. Keep in touch. And I'd send him some pictures of it. Hey, Brad, so great to hear from you. I can't do Richard. And thank you so much for the kind word. That's amazing. You know, Joel, I'm so psyched for this Royals game tonight. The K's going to be rocking. I hope the Royals win the series, move on. Yes, hope we can meet and talk sports sometime. By the way, he asks, is the Darkness Haunted House still open? I used to love that place. And I believe the Darkness is still open. So we had a little conversation, Richard and I. I believe he's still on Stern. So Artie, yeah. So this is what I was interested in. The last couple of years when Artie would have a birthday, it's October 11th, he would tweet about it. And the last tweet he did was last year on his birthday, his 56th. So is he 57? Do we know? Is he around? I don't know. I don't know if he's around. But I guess we'll have to wait to see if we ever hear back from Artie. I'd love to have him on this program whenever he gets well. I thank John T. and Dill Dog. I really do. I almost gave a shout out to something I shouldn't have said there. High Pitch Mike. I think he works at Verizon. I'm not curious. I did try to get him on this show. I'm going back. Thanks, Serge. Fart noises are the best. Yes, we're talking about the China stuff. You love BBC. Sean says hi. The BBC? I shouldn't be reading that. I'm going backwards. Sorry. I'm looking at the comments just because I like to make sure. Stern Show sucks since Artie left. Yes. Yeah. I'm not giving out Richard's email, but I thought that was interesting. I really did. What else did I want to talk about? You know that I'm not going to talk about that. I have nothing to talk about. I was going to live watch this baseball game with you folks, talk about Pete Rose, see what's going on. We had a few folks come in. We had a beautiful super thanks, which is very, very, very nice. I appreciate that. This makes it all worth it when someone comes in and says thanks. I do have products. If you like the products of the Stern Show, I'll add those to the... I don't even know. Am I going to put this in my normal video? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm hungry. Are you guys hungry? I'm ready to eat. I know I've only done 25 minutes. We'll get back. And we had people coming in. Lance is a super fan. I think we could call him. A friend and a super fan. And he had told me a long time ago, he's like, you got to get back and do those. Those are good. People enjoy them. I enjoy them. That's what he said. I appreciate that. So we'll try it again. Sean is stoned and hungry. No, not stoned yet here. Not that I ever do, I gotta say. But I am hungry. I had a long day today. long day digging ditches. Just digging ditches is what I've been doing all day. But maybe we'll get back to do these more often, Lance. This was fun. I really had nothing prepared. I was going to talk about El Nino. I was going to watch a little bit of the Yankees, see if people want to show up, pop in. But we'll do it again. I'll be back soon. Thank you for joining. We'll try it again maybe next week. We'll see. And I'll put that Stuttering John interview up there for if you have any requests, always just throw them in the chat here. And all right, we'll see you soon. Bye for now.